page here. I think we should be good. Oops. Seeing 1080p. All right, I think we should be good. Right now, I'm just... Usually I don't stream these type of, specific game events. But I'm going to try something out. I'm going to see if you guys actually would like if I start streaming more of these. I think there's a Street Fighter 6 one coming up. Don't know if I'll get around to doing that, but in any case, if there's ever like a specific game focused stream that these companies are doing, I'm thinking that, maybe on a case-by-case basis, I might actually do a live stream reaction. This isn't a full state of play, it's just looking at Final Fantasy 16, but we'll see how it goes there. So we're starting in 8 minutes here. Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to the game, by the way. I think that out of everything that I've seen so far for Final Fantasy 16, it just keeps getting better, the more I watched, the more trailers they actually release, what they actually show is pretty enticing. So I feel this is a really substantial change for the franchise, and absolutely with the combat system now, they got the guy who did the combat for Devil May Cry franchise. There's a lot of really good things I'm hearing about Final Fantasy 16, and I just hope the storytelling's there. I hope the game isn't like a slog at points, because I'm hearing that it is an open world game. It is quite expansive, but from what I've heard, the game, the developers are really kind of focused on the pacing of it to try and make it seem a little bit more like you can kind of ease into it. That doesn't like overwhelm you immediately as you start playing. So I actually think that's very important. If they do it right, I think it could be potentially very exciting. It's a long-running franchise, so I think it's great that they're trying out new things. I like the combat system of Final Fantasy VII a lot. The Final Fantasy VII Remake, I thought they did a great job there. And that was sort of taking some turn-based elements and mixing it in with the action elements. And I just thought it was a fantastic combat system when you really got into the game. This one seems a lot more action-focused. I'm not even sure if you can pause certain combat, maneuvers, but I guess we'll find out. I'm not sure if they're going to do live commentary or if it's just going to be, showing off some new gameplay. Should be pretty cool. I'm streaming this in a higher quality. By the way, it's still 1080p, but it's a much higher bit rate. My internet actually got upgraded, so where I was kind of hitting a max of like 12 megabits per second upload speeds, it was pretty bad. Now it's like in the 50s, 60s, if not more. So I shouldn't have any issues with the actual quality of the stream. In fact, you might notice less pixelization, less artifacting on the streams going forward. I need to do a gameplay stream to really test it out, and I know YouTube does 1440p streams. So that'll be something I might test in the near future. We'll see. What else? Unboxings are returning this month. I'm pretty much going to get every single game, every single, I guess, AAA game that's releasing this month. So, Dead Island 2, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and then next month we have Redfall. Those are pretty much locked in for an unboxing video. So you're probably going to see like, 2 unboxing videos this month, and then another one in early May for Redfall. I'm pretty much guaranteed to get those. So, I was kind of busy last month. That's why I didn't pick up the Resident Evil 4 remake right away. I was originally planning to unbox that, but kind of got busy. And I actually just completed the game, the RE4 remake, a couple of days ago. So I got to do a reminiscing video on that. And I got to do a review for Yakuza Ishin, which I'm playing through right now. So there's going to be reviews. There's going to be unboxings returning this month. And I'm also... probably in the more near future, I'm going to do a vlog regarding my thoughts on E3 being canceled. I know it's kind of late, but I'm also going to detail my plans for the coverage of the June gaming events going forward. There's going to be a lot of live stream reactions, so I hope you guys are excited for that. We'll see how this goes. On a more personal note, I actually reobtained a working and functional and actually barely used. The condition of this is immaculate. I never seen this console like this clean before. I got another PlayStation 3 80GB version. If you guys remember the live stream I did for New Year's, my PS3 broke. My backwards compatible E01 model broke for my PS3, and I was very distraught about that. Well, I bought another one. It's already come. It's put away right now. I'm not gonna go and get it, but my God, the condition of this particular console I got. Now I paid a hefty premium for this. I'm not gonna lie. I paid more than I probably should have, but it did come with all this extra stuff. It wasn't just the console itself. But God, there's like no, there's like tiny micro scratches, but you have to really look. I haven't seen a PS3, the fat model PS3, in that good in condition in over a decade, like many years. So it's great to finally have one again. The only thing is I'm not gonna make the same mistake I did before, where I just kind of use it and hope nothing goes wrong. I'm gonna send it in actually to get new thermal paste and new capacitors installed. And I found a guy on eBay who he charges a premium for it, of course, but everyone who's gotten it has said that it's like perfect. Their console runs a lot cooler, it lasts, and it's it's just comfort. That's all it is. And I definitely want the console. I want to use the console. I don't just buy things to, you know, not use them. But that's really great. I'm really excited for that. I'll do another video, you know, in the meantime, and sometime in the future regarding that. Okay, Final Fantasy 16. We'll see how this goes.
Hello, everyone.
Okay.
This is Naoki Yoshida, producer.
There is subtitles. Good.
16, and welcome to the State of Play. Today, I'm here to talk a little bit about the story, world, and combat system of Final Fantasy 16, as well as reveal all new information regarding the game's wide variety of RPG elements and support systems. We'll be talking you through everything while using never-before-seen gameplay footage running on the PlayStation 5. I hope you'll stay with us until the end of the show and enjoy everything we have in store for you. With that, let's get started.
Okay. Yeah, the game just looks great, man. Character models look fantastic. This is supposed to be...
Shiva's dominant.
It's supposed to be like 20 minutes, so we'll see how this goes.
The dominant. Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success. Yes, Sergeant.
And right into the game. Nice.
I said focus, Wyvern.
Love the music, man.
Home, sweet home.
Allow me to welcome you to the world of Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy 16 is the latest installment in the Final Fantasy series, a storied franchise with 35 years of history. Yet while this is the 16th mainline title in the series, there's absolutely no need to have played any of the previous games before jumping in. With a fusion of real-time action and RPG features, Final Fantasy 16 has been developed as the first true action RPG in the series.
Cool. You guys gotta let me know if it's too quiet, the stream.
The game delivers an expansive...
I tried to do a test earlier, but let me know if I need to increase the volume.
roller coaster ride.
See, this is what really excites me. You could play as the gods and, like, do mega huge battles like the actual CGI films. That looks really cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think those boss fights are going to be awesome. Okay, so this is the world.
The protagonist of our story is Clive Rosfield, and his journey takes place in the realm of Valisthea. We follow the epic tale of Clive, Shield of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, as it unfolds across 3 distinct periods in our hero's life: his teens, 20s, and 30s.
Okay. People back then didn't live that long.
While the story begins with Clive in his 20s, a fully playable flashback will allow you to experience the pivotal events that shaped his past and present. And thus does the curtain open on this newest Final Fantasy adventure.
I was gonna say the kid has a... I'm not sure if he has like the god embedded in him or whoever. Can set people on fire by looking at them. You probably want to stay away.
Navigation in Final Fantasy XVI is driven via a world map, with locations being added and updated as players progress through the main narrative.
Doesn't look that huge, which is a good thing, in my opinion.
The world map can be opened at any time, allowing players access to all manner of locations across Valisthea.
So, like, how far is that? That's what I want to know.
Here, players will meet new friends, encounter formidable foes, and uncover great and wondrous mysteries.
Gorgeous. I mean, I'm all about a quality over quantity type of perspective, so I'd rather have the world be like a decent size where, you know, it's explorable, but it's not overwhelming. You're not sitting there just like growing tired and just tedious of traveling from one place to the other. Of course, you know, it's all about how you handle the world itself. And, I mean, Elden Ring's world was massive, but everything was interesting, you know. It just handled it so well. So I hope it's more like that if it does go with a huge, you know, something really large and substantial, rather than like Ubisoft style where random stuff here, unimportant things there.
Next, I'd like to talk about the combat of Final Fantasy XVI.
This looks great.
All the battles in the game take place in real time and are not turn-based. As Clive progresses through the story, he will learn a wide array of exciting abilities from the icons that he encounters. Now, let's take a moment to admire Clive in action.
Yeah, so it looks like you hold R2. You see that in the bottom right. You hold R2 and you push one of the face buttons, I would assume, and you could do special attacks. That kind of reminds me of, what was that game I just played recently? It had that same system. Was it Strangers of Paradise? It might have been. I personally would turn off all the damage numbers, by the way. I don't care to have all the information flying around, but I'm sure you can do that in the settings. That looks great. Very cool.
The abilities that Clive wields have unique characteristics depending on the icon they are derived from.
Upgrades.
Players can use ability points.
Again, it doesn't look like there's that much.
Or upgrade existing ones.
That makes me happy. It looks simple, easy to understand, but it doesn't look like it requires like 100+ hours to fill it out.
No problem. You can let the game choose for you.
Oh, and there's auto upgrading. Okay. Yeah, I like simple skill trees.
Final Fantasy XVI includes a range of timely accessories,
And that's what it looks like.
to provide support to those players who may not be so skilled at action games, bringing them a truly enjoyable experience. Players are encouraged to equip Clive with different combinations of these accessories until they find the one that perfectly matches their own playstyle.
Okay.
A combination I can particularly recommend to those who may struggle with action gameplay is the Ring of Timely Focus and the Ring of Timely Strikes. This combination allows players to unleash a wide array of different techniques just by pressing a single attack button, as well as shifting into a window of slow motion whenever Clive is about to be hit by an attack, giving them a little extra time to hit R1 and evade. Alternatively, players could equip an accessory that fully automates evasion. As I said before, I really encourage everyone to discover the combination that works best for them.
It looks like they drastically change up the gameplay if that's the case. Auto evasion, slowed down, time windows for blocks and parries.
For those who want to concentrate on the story, don't forget to choose Story Focus Mode before starting a new game. In this mode, timely accessories are automatically equipped from the start, allowing players to immerse themselves in the narrative experience without having to worry too much with the action.
Yeah, I'll probably be playing the game on action mode, to be honest. I'm more familiar with these types of games now than I was, when I was younger.
Clive will meet many characters along his journey who will join him as friends and allies.
This place. These are fallen ruins.
Well, we didn't think they'd mind. And it keeps the black from our lungs.
But how do you survive without magic?
Sidolphus, who becomes a mentor to Clive. Jill, a friend from Clive's youth.
It really is.
Such encounters and reunions will set Clive on a path of great personal growth.
It is.
Clive!
Some of these companions will even accompany Clive on his adventures, fighting alongside him and finding lots to talk about along the way.
And the lighting looks really good.
That said, players will only need to focus on controlling Clive. Party members are fully AI-driven, providing support for the hero and constantly adapting and responding to his actions.
Yeah, the lighting looks excellent. They didn't mention anything like ray tracing from what I remember, so these are just fantastic results.
Oh, and we cannot forget Torgal.
Get a companion doggy.
Smart, strong, and fiercely loyal hound, Torgal is always by Clive's side and willing to stand by him in the face of whatever cruel fate may befall them. Torgal will act of his own accord, but players can also give him direct commands. Just don't forget to give this good boy some treats every now and then.
Goots, get her upstairs.
But none will...
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
All of it.
She's the best healer this side of the belt. You've nothing to worry about. Go on, have a look around. I'll be in my solar.
After progressing somewhat through the game, Clive will gain access to Sid's hideaway.
Hideaway.
Here in the hideaway, Clive will find a shop where he can purchase new weapons, armor, and consumables such as potions.
Cannot find a better price than that.
So you can buy...
Blackthorn, a highly skilled blacksmith, works the hideaway's forge, bring in materials to craft new gear or upgrade existing items.
So my question is,
After
can you get
upgrading
different
your
styles of
equipment,
weapons?
Unlocking new abilities, try accessing the Arete Stone.
Can you get spears? Can you get, like, katanas, dual swords, something else?
Here, players can enter a virtual training area outside the bounds of time and space, where they are free to refine and practice combos of their very own. Once you're confident in your skills, try your hand at arcade mode and see how your scores stack up against players from around the world. The hideaway is home to a lot of other features as well. Not only will players discover a variety of side quests here, but they can also view information on quests offered all around Valisthea.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the world right there, I'm sure there's a lot more than just that, but it's laid out in a very simple manner. So that actually does calm a lot of my concerns regarding how expansive the game was going to be.
Still busy saving the world?
Mid. When did you get back?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Visit the Hunt Board to gain information on elite marks, fearsome foes lurking about the realm in desperate need of slaying. The Moogle will be your guide.
Okay.
There's also Lordesman Harpocrates, who will unlock Valisthea's secrets as Clive recounts tales of his adventures.
That's cool. Look at that. It's old school Final Fantasy.
I have quite the find for you today. You wish to study the tomes?
Dude, these menus remind me of Gran Turismo for some reason, or like the actual PlayStation system menu.
And Vivian Ninetales,
It's like very
a
simple.
scholar and strategist who will be more than happy to explain to Clive the current state of the realm and provide information on key players. There are all kinds of interactions and features in the Hideaway to help players get even more enjoyment out of their time with Final Fantasy XVI.
Like, I like the style of it, but those menus looked like they were talking to the Polyphony Digital guys. It's like very clean, very, very simple, very professional looking.
On his travels, Clive will encounter a wide array of fearsome foes.
That looks great. Oh my god, I fought those guys in Strangers of Paradise. They were annoying. And that's exactly what they did. They slammed. Mash.
He will, of course, clash with the dominants who wield the power of the icons.
Yeah, this is gonna be a cool game to play.
Hold the surrounding lands under their sway. Mysterious constructs of the fallen, a civilization shrouded in mystery.
I like all the different enemy types. It looks very complicated, but I have a feeling you're gonna have like a set of powers that you'll be able to map to the face buttons. And so different powers and different abilities will obviously work towards different enemy types. But it looks very engaging. And I like that. I like how, you know, you have to stay away from enemies, creates the ring. Sometimes you have to go airborne. I wonder if there's like juggle combos like in Devil May Cry. You can throw people up in the air and just get in a couple of attacks. Yeah, this part looks insane.
Paralleled real-time action combat as Clive takes command of the iconic might coursing through his veins and shatters his very limbs. The shining point of Final Fantasy XVI, however, has to be the breathtaking icon versus icon battles.
And it's all playable. I'm surprised no one's ever done this before for the franchise. At least to my knowledge, I don't remember any of the games where you could actually take control of the icons, you know, and
These epic
just
confrontations
battle it out.
in real
Look how
time,
awesome that
allowing
looks.
players to control their very own icon with their own hands.
So you can play more than just Ifrit. My guess is you have to fight them to unlock them.
Depending on the icon encountered, and every showdown is unique, right down to gameplay. Players will experience everything from a 3D scrolling shooter to a heavyweight wrestling match with devastating attacks that encompass the entire battlefield.
Yeah, it looks amazing. So maybe you can't...
Massive scale boss battles are entirely seamless, and I can promise you heart-stopping, controller-gripping excitement.
I was gonna say, maybe you can't play
To get your hands on the game for yourself.
as more icons than just Ifrits. I thought I saw the Phoenix there, but it might have been Ifrit battling the Phoenix. And it just looks fantastic.
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I!
Oh, there we go. Okay. That confirms my suspicion. Man. That's like a classic. It's like a classic side-scrolling shooter. They're making me. they're making this like up there with one of my most anticipated games now. Wow. Dude, you're playing the movies. You're literally playing the CGI movies in real time. That's fucking amazing. Fuck.
So everyone, what did you think? Thank you for taking the time to join us today. Final Fantasy XVI will be available worldwide
Man.
June 22nd. And there's still plenty that we've left to reveal. Battle content, side content, endgame content, and more. We hope to bring you more on these aspects of the game in the near future. Also, I'm truly excited to finally be able to reveal that Final Fantasy XVI's main theme was written and performed by one of Japan's greatest recording artists, Kenshi Yonezu. We've still got a lot more in store for you.
I'm not familiar with his work,
and I hope you'll
or I might be.
pre-order
I
the
just
game and
don't
join
know the
us
name.
in Valisthea on release day. This has been Naoki Yoshida, producer of Final Fantasy XVI. I'll see you again soon.
16プロデューサーの吉田でした。
What did he do the music for? Oh, Chainsaw Man. Okay. Well, that was fantastic. Oh, I'm just looking up the other stuff. Oh, My Hero Academia. Okay, so he's done like some large scale animes. Fuck. I was excited for the game. I always was, but after seeing that might just be now my most anticipated game this year. I was gonna say perhaps. I mean, dude, there's a lot coming out that we just don't have dates for that we were promised. I am excited for Starfield, but nothing they showed was like transformative like that. Alan Wake 2 is supposedly, and Remedy confirmed that it's still getting released this year. I think Hellblade 2 might get released this year too. As far as what we know is definitely coming out, I think this is probably the most exciting thing that I've seen. It's immaculate in terms of visual design. I think the game looks fantastic. It's not groundbreaking, right? It's not earth-shattering visuals, but it looks appropriate for the hardware. They didn't. I have more confidence that they're not going to do what they did with Forspoken, which is we're going to create this gorgeous trailer and show you incredible visuals, and then we're going to release the game, and it's not even going to look like it belongs on the generation. That actually, to me, looks substantially better and appropriate and doable for the hardware. It doesn't look like you haven't seen, graphics of that caliber before. As far as the combat goes and what we've seen, they elaborated more on the upgrade elements, and I like that you can do full-on boss battles. Those icon battles, I think, are going to be the main selling point. And Sony, I think there's a very smart thing for them to get exclusive rights to this. It's not even coming to PC right now. It's releasing only on PS5 in June. A PC release will come, but I mean, even the developers are, kind of sitting there saying, yeah, don't expect it anytime soon. Yeah, that looked fantastic. And it comes out, I think, at a perfect time too, right during summer, where people have off school to go and play it, and people are doing downtime and stuff like that. I think it's a good time to release the game. It's not coming out during other stuff, that's sort of coming out around then. So it's gonna have time to grow. It's gonna have time to be successful, and I think it just looks fantastic. So I'm definitely getting the game. I'm probably definitely going to be doing an unboxing video unless something's just going on around that time. I don't really know. I usually take off that week for like my birthday, and this game comes out the week after my birthday. I believe the 22nd. My birthday's on the 14th. So that being said, I might have off. I'll have to see what I'm doing around that time, but I'm definitely going to be picking up the game, and I think it's going to be one hell of a ride. I heard somewhere that it was going to be 35 hours for the main story, with 11 hours of that being dedicated to cutscenes. Hey, I love story-driven games. I'm all for sitting there watching long cutscenes. I love, games like Death Stranding, which were basically, a lot of people like to criticize and call them walking simulators, but those games have a lot of cutscenes, and I loved mostly every second of that experience. And I think for Final Fantasy 16, I hope it's going to be the same thing. If the cutscenes are on that caliber, where you're just kind of like watching it, it's like you're literally watching these epic battles, but also participating because there's some quick time events, I think that would be pretty cool. So, all right, that was it. Again, I don't normally stream for these, single game events like this, but I figured that I might as well give it a try. Depending on how people like this stream, if you guys want to see more, I'll happily go ahead and do more for other games in the future. But for now, I just kind of wanted to see how you guys would kind of take to this. In any case, again, as I mentioned earlier, there will be unboxings returning this month. Expect Dead Island 2, expect Star Wars Jedi, and Redfall. And I got some reviews and reminiscing videos coming out, and then more in the more near future, basically around this weekend, you'll basically see a vlog regarding E3 and my plan for the June gaming events, and how I'm going to be covering those. All right. Thank you guys for joining me, for those of you who are here, and I'll talk with you all later. Thank you very much.